Alright, Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, final race of the season, race 10 of 10. Let's see our starting grid. Lewis Hamilton lines up on pole. He has the drivers, looking to secure the constructors today. Looking good for him. Perez in second. Ricardo gets that third spot. Verstappen back and fourth. Valtteri fifth. Norris sixth. Alonso seventh. Stroll eighth. Vettel ninth. Kimi Räikkönen is in 10th. He is looking to score some points for Alfa Romeo, which would be really nice for them. Leclerc in 11th. Schumacher 12th. Sainz 13th. Giovinazzi 14th. Gasly 15th. Mazepin in 16th. Yuki 17th. Ocon 18th. Russell 19th. And then last we've got Latifi. Alright, Mercedes looking good for the constructors. They've just got to hold on today. Let's get this started. Of course, this is Red Bull's race to win if they want the constructors, but it's not looking good for them. Mercedes has it pretty much down. There's Perez on the inside. Oh, is he going to take the spot? They touched there by the looks of things. That could have been bad for Hamilton. Oh, he drops back. Perez takes the lead of the race. That's bad for Hamilton. Hamilton was, of course, on the outside, so it does give Perez a bit of an advantage there. Doesn't look good, though. Hamilton could have taken damage. Doesn't look like I see anything. I don't think I see anything on his car. But he still might have taken some sort of damage. Bottas drops all the way down to 7th. Stroll gets into that 6th place. And so does Norris all the way up into 5th. Pretty sure he started there, though, at least close to that. Bottas not having a good start from Mercedes. It's okay. Hamilton's holding on in 2nd. Mercedes still looking good. Räikkönen moves up to 9th. Good for him. Alonso recently announced retirement. He will not be returning next season, which is a huge shock for him. Because Alonso was really good this year. All things considered, he's taken that Alpine car to places it should not go. So it's quite a shock to see him retiring when he still could have a lot to offer the sport. Of course, in real life, we do see him still showing up, still doing well. So it's strange to see him retire here, but he has made that decision. Stroll running particularly well in 6th. Some fighting looks like going on back here. Oh, Leclerc! Leclerc, he drops out. He's pitting. He's got damage. That's not good for Ferrari. Ferrari not been having the season they wanted. They should have been battling McLaren, but McLaren has just been dominating. It's really not been a fight between those two teams. McLaren are the clear favorites, and this race is a perfect representation of that so far. Hamilton holding on to Perez, kind of, but seems like this front pack is spreading out quite a bit. Stroll is dropping back. He's got Bottas right on him. I would expect to see Bottas pass Stroll once we get DRS. Räikkönen in a good spot for points. That is really good for Alfa Romeo. They get points. They go ahead of, I believe it's Haas. They need to get ahead of, but they don't actually have to. Because of the way that points works, I'm not exactly sure why. My best guess is because they had a better position. Oh, there's some fighting back here. But my best guess why Alfa Romeo are ahead is because they had a better finishing position. In Great Britain was when we had this silly situation where a bunch of teams, backmarker teams, got points. Very interesting race. They changed things up quite a bit. And here, however, Haas, Mick Schumacher in 11th, running very well. He's got a good shot for a top 10 finish if Räikkönen drops out for whatever reason. Oh, what's happened here? Sainz pits! Oh my gosh, it's another... Yep, you can see he's missing part of his front wing there. Don't know if you caught that, but he is. This race is a perfect representation of how Ferrari's season has been going. It's a perfect representation of McLaren's season as well, riding in the podium. Ricardo. They're having a great race, as usual. Last race, Ricardo won it, with the big front runners out on the field. Here's Bottas looking to make a move on Stroll. See if he can't get it done here. Oh, they touch. We've got a very bad camera angle here. But they did touch. Oh, Bottas doesn't have damage. He gets the position. And he does. Oh, I think I saw that. Bottas has damage. Bottas has damage getting around Stroll. And Stroll retakes the position. And yeah, you can see right there. It's not particularly visible, but oh, now it is. Yeah. Yeah. Bottas has damage, and that is not good for Mercedes at all. Bottas drops out of the top 10. He's going to have to if he's got a pit. Wow. They're okay. They're okay. Lewis Hamilton is running second. If he can get in first, that's great. He doesn't have to. Mercedes is in a good spot right now. But this does change things. Lewis Hamilton, he's got them covered. I'm sure that Mercedes will be fine. But they just lost their protection. I don't even think that Bottas running, he would have taken 6th place. I don't think that's close enough. Hamilton, they've been riding on Hamilton, and now they definitely are riding on Hamilton, because Bottas is not going to help them out anymore. It's okay, Hamilton's doing well. Raikkonen, that moves Raikkonen up to 8th. It also moves Mick up to 10th, which means he's in points. So it'll be interesting to see if Raikkonen, if something happens to Raikkonen, we could see Haas leapfrog them in this race. It could happen. Gasly makes a pass for Ocon. Oh, what's going on here? Vettel, he's going to round Raikkonen. Oh, Schumacher has a chance around him. This is good. This is huge battles here. This is a battle. This is a battle for a constructor's position between Alfa Romeo and Haas. Because these guys are all in points. And it looks like Alfa Romeo has a huge advantage here because they've got a bunch of vehicles. Both their cars, 9 and 11th, making a Haas sandwich. But Mick Schumacher in a good position and potentially score some points for them and leapfrog them this race, which completely comes out of left field. It really does. Let's go back up to the top. Looks like things are stabilized down there, so Hamilton looks like he's holding on to Perez. Doesn't look like he's in any position to pass. He doesn't have to be, though. Pretty sure Mercedes is okay right now. With all those points, 18 points Lewis is going to supply. That should be enough. Max Verstappen running 4th. Ricardo still 3rd. Lewis Hamilton, he's getting close here. See, can he make an attack? He's doesn't look like he's in attack range looking at the timing board. Yeah, he could give it a shot, though. Let's see here. Oh, he's getting pretty close. Is he close enough? No. Could look good for him, though. Definitely looks like he's trying to make something happen. Back down here. Looks like Raikkonen has rebuilt a lead over Mick Schumacher. Partially because, I'm guessing, because Vettel is up here now. So Mick dropping back. He's still got a good chance. He's losing it. And then you've got the AlphaTauris right behind them. Interesting to see how they perform if they can't get somebody in the top 10. Alright, things seem to be stabilizing. Not a lot going on in the middle of this race. But we do have some interesting battles happening. Up here, Verstappen is going to try and move up to 3rd by the looks of things. It's a smaller gap between him and Ricciardo than anywhere else in that pack. So, there's certainly something going on between Verstappen and Ricciardo here. Let's see if Verstappen can make a move. It's unlikely because Ricciardo is still with DRS at the moment. Hamilton could have a good attack chance here this lap. Definitely seems to be in a good position to take first place. If I was Mercedes, I don't know if I would take that risk, but they definitely seem to be doing so. So maybe they need to? I'm not entirely sure. But Perez doing a good job defending here. Hamilton not getting the position this lap. Oh, Giovinazzi and Schumacher are having a battle now. Looks like Mick is pushed out of the top 10. Giovinazzi into the top 10. Doesn't look like Mick is going to have much of a shot here, but there's a lot going on. Oh, Gasly. Looks like he couldn't get it done there. Ocon is here too. Lots of cars stacked up here. Raikkonen looks like he's gotten up ahead again. He's going to chase Vettel. What's going on here? Pits. Okay. We got some pitting up at the top. See if Hamilton can't undercut Perez. Well, it looked like an okay stop. Nothing particularly great. Oh, look at that. Verstappen, he's going to get ahead of Ricciardo in the pits, of all places. All right. Well, that puts Verstappen ahead of Ricciardo. Not on the track, though. It's interesting to see that play out that way. It didn't necessarily have to be that way. I think Verstappen could have gotten around Ricciardo on the track. And they have a divider now, it looks like, because Schumacher just so happened to come right between them, and he makes this barricade between them. Gives Verstappen a huge lead over Ricciardo as well. So Ricciardo, unfortunately, does not have any real way of retaliation, at least at the moment, for his position. Too bad for Ricciardo. But McLaren's still running really well. They're on a huge island in the constructors. They are just fine. Somebody here, Gasly, he needs to do well in this race because he's doing really well in the drivers and he would like to keep his position, but this race does not seem to be going his way. He's got to do a little more. I'm pretty sure the guy who is behind him is Leclerc. Or, yes, the guy who's fighting in the constructors is Leclerc, as far as I know. So Leclerc is also having a bad race here. It's interesting to see how that plays out. There's Perez, as well as Norris. They both pit. There's Vettel, Raikkonen. Raikkonen goes in with Vettel. See, Lewis Hamilton, is he going to come out ahead of Sergio Perez? He's got Verstappen right on him. Where is Perez? Is Perez ahead? Looks like Perez is ahead. Yep, Perez holds on. Verstappen right on the back of Lewis Hamilton. Red Bull goes 1-2. They might have enough points. I'm not sure. Oh! Look who's coming into the top 10 here. I think that's Bottas in the top 10. So Bottas manages to stay into the top 10. Looks like he's doing the one stop, just pit a little early. I think that's probably what they've done with Bottas. So Bottas, I don't think he's going to have to pit again, so he's probably going to be okay, actually. He might just be okay. Wait, what happened to Gasly? Gasly's all the way in 19th. He must have had some sort of front wing damage or something, because... Oh, that really screws him up, too, because Leclerc is all the way in 8th now. Oh, Gasly might lose that position. There's not much he can do about it from 19th. We're just going to have to keep an eye on Leclerc. Leclerc seems to be at a bit of an island, too, so... Raikkonen drops out of the top 10 somehow. I'm not exactly sure how that happened, but looks like it did. It's okay, Giovinazzi into the top 10 for them. So, looking good for Alfa Romeo to get the point. They didn't need it, but it would have been nice to have for them. Looks like they could get it today. Last possible opportunity for them. Schumacher all the way down to 15th. Looks like he lost that top 10 possibility, unfortunately, for Haas. Verstappen still on Hamilton. Hamilton seems to be dropping back from Perez. This could be interesting here. Because, I mean, Bottas, are those 2 points that Bottas gets enough? I don't know. I don't know the exact positions on the board. I'm pretty sure Mercedes is a little under 30 points ahead. I don't know the exact values, but this is close. I think if Verstappen gets this position, then Red Bull just might win this. This really makes all the difference here. Bottas having that issue earlier in this race where he has to pit. It's really, really messed up Mercedes. We see a battle here. Alonso tries to get into 6th past Stroll. So laps are winding down. Driver's running out of time. Stroll holds on to 6th for now, but he might not keep it permanently. Oh, these two fighting back here as well. Oh! It's a bit scrappy. Raikkonen. Oh, he looks like he's got front wing damage. That could be a problem for him. It didn't look too severe. He probably would stay out this late in the race. But he's all the way in 13th. He's well out of the top 10 now. He's dropping back quite a bit. They might pit him. What happened here? Alonso pits! He was looking good for 6th place, and they're replacing his front wing. Front wing damage is a huge killer. Look at that. Wow, that really sucks for Alonso. He was looking so good. Raikkonen stays out. But he's dropping back. He's got front wing damage. Yuki Tsunoda gets around him. Here comes Ocon. He's gonna get around him. There's Mick Schumacher. He's gonna get around him too by the looks of things. What happened here? Bottas. Wait, what's going on now? Lewis! No! Oh no! Oh my goodness. Mercedes. Oh my goodness. Lewis Hamilton is out of this race. He had a mechanical failure. Oh, that means Red Bull could very well be your champions this year. Mercedes dropped the ball. Bottas up to 7th. I don't think he's close enough. I don't think those points that he's going to get. What is that? 6 points, I think? Is it 4? I'm not sure. 6 or 4. I don't think he's going to get enough points. He's too far back. Okay, well, we'll have to see, but I think this is Red Bull's. Red Bull's going to get the championship for this one now. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe that Lewis Hamilton, the last couple laps of the last race, loses it due to a mechanical failure. Oh, and here's Raikkonen. He goes in too. Looks like they finally decided to pit him for his wing damage. Yup. Oh, wow. That could change how next season looks too. Because that's going to be an extra cash kick for Red Bull. And that could help them out quite a bit next year. We might see some Red Bull dominance next year. It's kind of interesting to see this happen in a reverse way that it did in real life. It's kind of funny to see that happen. Wow. I mean, things could still change here. Norris is within striking distance of Verstappen. It might be enough if Norris gets the points. I just don't see a way that Red Bull loses this now. This was Mercedes' race to lose. And they certainly did just that. They lost it. Wow. Mercedes ahead going into the weekend. They're going to lose it. Alfa Romeo doing really well in 8th place. Good for them. Alfa Romeo going to get the points they needed. Don't think they're going to leapfrog whoever is next. I probably would be Aston Martin, especially because Aston Martin's running super well. But I do think that Alfa Romeo is pretty much guaranteed for points here. So they're going to get the points that they were hoping to get. They didn't need it, but they were hoping to get it. Solidify themselves ahead of Haas. Wow. Well, this race was certainly eventful. This was not a boring final race. Things have happened. Norris, third. He's a good shot for podium. He can still get second place in the podium, but I don't think that's going to affect Red Bull's victory if he does. And he's running out of time to do so anyway. Doesn't seem to be really in a position to do so. Stroll, 17-second gap there between the top four. It'd be really interesting to see what McLaren can do next year. They could be in a really good position next year. I wouldn't be surprised if we see them successful next year. Potentially taking second in the constructors. Because McLaren have just been on the up and up all season long. They were with the likes of Ferrari, who have really been struggling now. But now they're clearly in another level. McLaren is from Ferrari. They're definitely in the number 3 slot. But Mercedes, these last couple of races in particular, have really been disorganized. And we can see it again today. Last race in the United States, they were struggling. Today they're struggling as well. It's just a combination of bad events that have resulted in Mercedes losing the world title. And Giovinazzi is going to get passed by potentially 2 people. He's going to hold on to 10th, but he's not going to hold on to 8th. Look at that. Sainz and Vettel go around Giovinazzi. Not exactly what he was looking for, that's for sure. But he's still going to probably pick up a point. Tsunoda is there, though. Interesting to see if Giovinazzi can hold on, or if once again Alfa Romeo will miss out on that point. Because now they might. They could. Keep an eye on that. Stroll here could get a top 5. He's in a very good position to get a top 5. Leclerc in 6th, Bottas 7th. Even if Bottas gets ahead of Leclerc, Norris gets ahead of Verstappen, I don't think either of which are going to happen. But even if they did, it just doesn't seem like... I'm pretty sure Red Bull's got this. Oh, the crowd, they got a bit shocked by something. Not exactly sure what they made that sound effect for. I don't know if you even heard the sound effect, but the crowd got shocked. I don't think it was for anything important. Alright, Perez. Looks like he's going to win this race. Bring it home for Red Bull. Red Bull end up finishing the season much stronger than Mercedes. For their last 2 races, their effort in the last 2 races. They're going to take it home. 1-2 for Red Bull. Mercedes, not even here yet. McLaren does well. Stroll's yet to cross the line. He's 19 seconds back. Bottas does not get around Leclerc. Didn't think he would, but here you go. Drive from Stroll. Great recovery drive from Leclerc. He had issues at the start of the race. Managed to hold on. Keep 6th place. Great finish for him. Ferrari manages to piece it together. Vettel comes across the line. Giovinazzi secures 10th for Alfa Romeo. Point they wanted. Didn't need it, but they wanted it. Yuki misses out. Wow, but the story, obviously the story for today is Red Bull leapfrogs Mercedes. Takes the title. Most likely. I would almost guarantee it. I just haven't checked the numbers. But with this finish, wow. That really wasn't Lewis Hamilton's fault. He was doing well enough to hold on when he had a mechanical failure. Norris gets the fastest lap. It's another point. Very, very welcomed point for McLaren. Let's go ahead and look at our standings here. Lewis Hamilton, of course, he holds on to the title. Because, yeah, he was mathematically going to do so. But Perez, oddly enough, leapfrogs Max Verstappen in the drivers in the final race. Wow, by a point. So Perez takes second over Max Verstappen. Wow, that is very interesting to see that happening. The last race, Perez has a great run, takes second. That is good for him, but not so great for Verstappen. That could be interesting to see what happens at Red Bull with the drivers from that. Verstappen clearly not very happy about losing out by 1 point like that. But alas, that's how it went down. Ricardo was actually quite close to Bottas in points. Under 10 points, but yeah, under 10. He's only 9 points down, Ricardo was on Bottas at the end of the season, but Bottas holds on. Leclerc does get ahead of Gasly for that great recovery drive. Stroll looks like he takes 10th in the championships. So for that great drive, he's going to leapfrog Yuki Tsunoda. Get some bonus points. Antonio Giovinazzi last in the driver. No, it is Latifi. Nicholas Latifi has failed to score points this whole season. Giovinazzi scores his first point, making him not last. Congratulations for him for having been not last. And there you go. Red Bull confirmed by 15 points. They get ahead of Mercedes. McLaren at a big island to themselves. Ferrari, AlphaTauri, Aston Martin. Alpine was actually behind Aston Martin. Most of those points came from Fernando Alonso, who will not be driving for anyone next year. His retirement was announced. Alfa Romeo 8th, Haas 9th. Williams 4 points. They are last. But Alfa Romeo, as you can see there, scores their 9th point and is now officially ahead of Haas by real points instead of positioning mumbo jumbo. So that's nice for Alfa Romeo. Didn't need it, they were already there. It's good to see that happen for them. Alright, this concludes Season 1. We will be back for another season. We'll see how things change amongst the drivers. But this is goodbye for now. Hope you enjoyed.